weekend update. Anyway, we helped some of our buddies kill a hog yesterday, and we come back and killed that small steer we had here so we could get some practice in on that. How you think that went?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Somewhat intimidating.
So, went to church today and come back and threw some burgers on the grill. Not the same cow, but anyway, we got 01 over here.
02 over there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's about it.
And action.
All right. So anyway, on that note, we have another couple steers here, but we're going to wait a while on them. They need to get a little bigger. But 01 here has got a steer we're going to be doing in the near future. So we wanted to do the small one to practice on and kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. So what you got on that?
He ain't big enough yet.
But
Short to the point.
yeah. Anyway, so it takes a lot of vacuum seal bags. Doing that small one, we went through a ton of vacuum seal bags, so that's one thing to keep into consideration, I guess. The hide came off a whole lot easier than skinning a hog, so that's a good thing. We just the different cuts of meat are quite a bit different than the hog is, so that'll be a learning experience. And we had 02 over here doing the cuts.
You get a new name every time.
Every time. Nobody's ever going to know what I am. What about it?
Just explain what you
Oh.
think on that, since it's a new experience.
It's hard because if you don't have anybody showing you how to do it, they can't go at your speed. And the videos that are out there, they go at their speed, what they're going to do.
Professional speed.
How they're going through it. Like, they have the video going, but like they don't slow down. They talk what they're doing, but then they don't slow down on doing the stuff. And it made it very difficult trying to figure out which way they had like the leg flipped over to make the cuts on mostly the hindquarters, but there's also not a lot of pictures out there. I'm a very picture video oriented person. If you give me pictures and videos that are explainable, that like break it down what I need to be able to figure it out, I can figure it out. But if you just give me papers with the words written on them, I can't figure it out. Like, you got to draw me a picture almost, and you got to break it down, and you got to slow down. Like, make sure that the leg is flipped over on like the inside with the inside up, so you can cut it type of thing. Because otherwise, you're missing out on how they're cutting the hindquarters. And we're not aging our beef like everybody else does. We learned that if you dry age the beef, it's good and adds flavor, but it also, you can waste up to half of the meat that you get off the animal. And so we are going a different way with the research that we did. If you wet age it, which means you cut it up and you package it and you put it in the freezer the same day, you're going to save the meat. And how it ages is when it thaws out in the fridge. That thaw out process, that's the aging process. And we've been told that it's got amazing flavor. It's just so much easier. And then you don't have to worry about space with finding like a big freezer to hang something up in.
Yeah. That's one reason we wanted to try to do that without having to worry about getting a walk-in freezer to be able to hang it in like that, just to go ahead and package it and have it done. Also, we just strung it up and basically butchered it out the same way we do the hogs, cutting the shoulders off and the ribs out and everything like that, versus from what we've seen is just cut it straight up half in two and then lay it on a table and cut all that stuff off later, because the way that certain cuts of the ribs and stuff comes out, the different steaks and stuff like that, we didn't waste any meat because we could still salvage it, but it wasn't the true cut that it was supposed to be by the way we did it. But yeah. Anyway, it's a learning experience, something, definitely different. So it's just it's kind of like anything. Everything's similar, but just a little bit different. It did seem like that the steer had a lot more guts than like the hogs and stuff have, and with the bones and everything like that, I don't think you get as much meat off of a cow as you do percentage wise as a hog, because it's just more waste and stuff. But anyway, it was a learning experience. It's definitely different, like grinding this hamburger versus sausage and packaging it, because the hog meat is so greasy, and the beef isn't greasy at all. I mean, it's sticking to the bag trying to put it in the paper, but
It makes her super easy cleanup though, which
yeah,
is awesome.
it's a lot easier to clean up in that part. But anyway, I guess that about covers that. And like I said, just finding a good group of people to, do the whole life thing with, because not only doing the homestead stuff, like I said, we come back today and threw some stuff on the grill and got some ice cream, let the kids play and all that kind of stuff, and just hang out a little bit. But anyway, I guess if nobody else has anything to say, then I reckon that'll do it for this one. Stay prayed up, prepped up, and strapped up. Stay tuned for the bloopers.